Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my skin story and a little bit of my current day skincare routine. If you guys are interested in this video, please just continue to watch. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell so you guys can get notified each time I upload. And with that being said, let's just jump right in. Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit of an emotional story for me because I did suffer from adult acne for about a year, and it really hurts your confidence, and it was an emotional roller coaster kind of having to deal with that for so long. So I just wanted to share my story. I'm in a much better place with my skin now, and I'm so happy with it. And I really never thought that I would even be able to make this video because it did hurt my self-confidence so bad when I was suffering from really bad acne. And the fact that I can sit here and be like, this was my before and this is my after is so awesome, and it really has boosted my confidence so much. And so I'm really happy to be making this video in the first place. So let's start this video off in November of 2017. This was my moment where I realized that my skin had never been worse. At this point, I never really suffered with acne. In middle school or high school, I really would have the random pimples, which I'm so grateful for. So when I became an adult and I got adult acne, I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I had never really had issues like this before in the past. So November of 2017, I will insert a picture. This is what my skin looked like, and this was a heartbreaking moment for me because it just really hurts your self-confidence. And at this time is when I think I had 2 YouTube videos out, and I stopped making them for so long because I was so self-conscious and I didn't want the camera up in my face, and I didn't want to be showing you guys my beautiful makeup skills if it didn't look beautiful because I had so much acne going on, and it hurt. And so from the point of November of 2017 on to about September of 2018, I did trial and error for about a year, and unfortunately I spent probably thousands of dollars doing trial and error. You name it. I tried pretty much every single drugstore skincare. I dabbled in high-end skincare. I was doing at-home remedies. I was looking into changing my diet and other things like that, and nothing seemed to be working. So at this point, I did a little bit more educating, and I found that I was having hormonal acne because it was mostly on my cheek and jawline area. And so this is caused by just a hormonal imbalance. And so you want to make sure that you are paying attention to where you are breaking out because it is caused by different things. So you'll see a lot of stress acne on foreheads. You'll see a lot of dietary acne in between your eyebrows, and then a lot of hormonal acne down here in your lower parts of your face. And so you want to make sure that you are kind of paying attention to that so that you can get down to the root of the issue. So when I found out that it was hormonal acne, my first thought was it's my birth control causing this. And so I went to my gynecologist and kind of spoke with them and tried to figure out if this is what was going on, which it didn't really make sense to me because I had been on my birth control for about a year and a half at that point when I started to get really bad acne. So I was like, why is it causing it now? Instead of when I just immediately started on my birth control, what is going on? So I reached out to them, and they kind of said it doesn't cause acne, but it also doesn't help prevent it or help get rid of it either. So they really were like, it's not affecting it. It's just a hormonal balance, what's going on with your skin. And it really is very normal for a lot of adults because we're still figuring out our hormones and all that stuff. So at that point, I kind of still stuck to doing the trial and error. I would wear no makeup for a really long time, and I just it was heartbreaking because I felt like everything I would try, it would kind of help, kind of not, but it never felt like it was completely cured. And so at this point, it was September, and I was like, I'm over it. Like, I can't go into 2019 with this kind of skin. I've been doing this trial and error stuff for a year now at this point, and I can't continue to be doing this and blowing my money. So I went to the big dogs, which I highly recommend. Please stop doing the trial and error and go to a dermatologist. They are the professionals, and they know what your skin needs to get rid of this acne. So I highly suggest just doing it right away. And so I went there. I went to my dermatologist, and they had one look at me and knew exactly what I needed to kind of cure my acne. And so I was put on very expensive medication, both topical and oral. So I took medicine, and it was expensive, but this was the first time that I was actually seeing results. So I'm going to talk about the 3 different things that my dermatologist put me on, and kind of like my story and how I saw my results and how they came about. So when I went to my dermatologist, the first thing that she prescribed to me was an antibiotic, and this is what I was taking orally. So they were pills that I was taking twice a day, and they were called minocycline, and this is an antibiotic, and it pretty much helps hormonal acne. And so that's what they decided to put me on. I was taking these pills twice a day for 6 months, and they were expensive for me just because I don't have the best insurance, but I think it'll vary for different people. So I was on this pill for 6 months, and I really liked it. It did make me kind of nauseous when I first started taking it, but my body did get a little bit more used to it. And then I will say that the downfall that I found with this pill was it really messed with my digestion, because your body does need good biotics too to make sure that you're digesting and breaking down food correctly. And so it was messing with my stomach, it was messing with my gut, and so I did have to change my diet around. I was eating a lot of vegetables. I was mostly plant-based diet when I was on this pill. I started taking probiotics too, just to make sure that I was getting those good biotics to make sure that I was breaking down that food correctly. And yes, so that was the downfall, but I did really like this pill. When I first started on it, I would say my first 2 months, I saw mostly my results happening on one side of my face and not the other. So I went in for a 2-month checkup at this point and was kind of like, well, what's going on? Why is it just working on one side of my face and not the other? And she was like, no, nothing to worry about. It just will take a little bit longer. Like, I plan on having you on this pill for about 6 months. So just be patient and hang in there and whatever. So I stuck in there, and I did start seeing results on both sides, and it cleared up my acne. I seriously could cry because it's a good feeling to have good skin. So it cleared up my acne, and it just was a really helpful. That was probably one of the biggest things that I saw the difference in was these pills. And so I'm really grateful that I was on them. So the next thing I'm going to talk about that my dermatologist prescribed to me was a retinol, and this is a really high percentage of vitamin A. That's technically what a retinol is, and this is it kind of looks disgusting because I've had it for so long, but this is a tretinoin cream, and so it is 0.025% tretinoin. Or tretinoin, and tretinoin is one of the highest percentage of retinols that you can get. You can only get it by getting prescribed to it by a dermatologist. You cannot get this over the counter. And so if this is something that you guys need to do, I would again go to a professional and go to the dermatologist. So retinols are really good for acne and really good for anti-aging. So your skin will turn over about every 30 days, and this is just kind of naturally how your skin does. So you'll get new skin cells and kind of shed off the old stuff. But with a tretinoin and a retinol, this really reduces your turnover rate to about 14 to 20 days. And so it's just a higher turnover rate. And so this is getting all the bad stuff out, the bad things that are causing the acne, and getting that new fresh skin in. And so I saw good results with this, but I am already very dry, and I just was finding that it was drying me out so badly. Like, I seriously was peeling, I'm not even joking you, peeling off chunks of skin, and it was gross. Like, I wasn't having it. I'm already so dry and have to do so many different remedies to already kind of get my skin to a normal place. And so it just was kind of over drying me out. And so I kind of laid off of it for a while I was clearing up my acne. So I did still have pimples at this point when I was freshly on this. And so I waited to reuse it again. When I was done with my acne, I had no more pimples on my face, but I was left with a lot of scarring, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, things like that. And so that's when I started to reuse it again, because that's when I wanted to really get rid of those scars and dark spots and things like that, and get those new, beautiful new skin cells in there. And so I've seen amazing, amazing results with this. So I love this. I am unfortunately very low on the tretinoin. So I will have to find another good over-the-counter retinol. If you guys have any good suggestions for a retinol, please leave it down in the comments below, because I am going to be trying to do another trial and error with what works good with my skin and what I like and things like that. So the next product that my dermatologist put me on was this foam. And this is technically for rosacea. So my dermatologist did notice that I have a lot of bad hyperpigmentations. And here I will insert photos of kind of just every little pimple that I had was so bright and red and irritated, and it just looked nasty. And so I had a lot of hyperpigmentation with that. And so this really reduced it. It just looked like bumps instead of like inflamed acne. And it just did not look good. I did not look good without makeup on at that point. And so that helped so much, so much. I loved this stuff. And it felt so lightweight and moisturizing. It felt really good on my face, and I like it a lot. So if you do have rosacea, I would ask your dermatologist for Phenacina. Yeah, I don't know, but you should ask. I'll show you guys right here. All right, sorry, my memory was full, so I had to delete some videos. But back to this foam. I loved this. And again, go to your dermatologist if you are suffering from hyperpigmentation or rosacea. Ask them about this stuff, because it was really helpful for me. So these 3 products I was on for 6 months. I still am on the 2 topical creams that I have, and I'm just going to use them up until they're gone. So these were my 3 main skincare things over the past 6 months, and it helped so much. I'm so happy with where my skin is at now. I have no pimples anymore, and it's such a good feeling to say that, because again, like I said, I did not ever think at that point I would ever be able to make this video. You'd feel so hopeless when you are suffering from really bad acne and have tried everything under the sun. And so, like I said, stop wasting your time. Just go to the big dogs and figure out what you can do for your skin, because I promise that that's what they're there for. They're there to help you with your skin. Okay, so now that I have explained to you guys kind of how I cleared up my acne, I want to share with you guys my current day skincare routine and kind of how I've been able to maintain my good skin now. So the first step that I always start with, and you want to make sure that you are doing this, is going in with some makeup remover. So I personally love to use the Garnier Micellar Water. This helps remove makeup, and I usually use the blue one because it helps remove waterproof makeup. And so this is a refreshing one, and then there's one I think that is more targeted towards oily skin, and I don't have oily skin, so I picked up this one, but I usually do the blue one. There's 3 different colors, but The micellar water technically helps remove your makeup, and so I just use this on a cotton pad. So this will help get the makeup off before I go in with a cleanser. Because you want to make sure that you are doing this, you can use a makeup wipe. I personally use baby wipes over makeup wipes because they're just more gentle on my skin. My skin is very sensitive. The Neutrogena makeup wipes made me break out in the worst rash I've ever had in my life. And so I tend to steer away from makeup wipes, but if that is what works for you, continue to use it, but make sure that you are taking off your makeup before you go in with a cleanser, because if you go in straight with a cleanser, you're really just moving that makeup around and you're not really cleaning your skin. So make sure to get that makeup off so that you can go in with a cleaner face and really just clean out your pores with that cleanser and getting all of that stuff out of there. So next for my cleanser, the one that I really like is the Neutrogena Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser. And this is a drugstore price. I'm pretty sure this is about $10 to $15. I'm not quite sure, but very affordable. I love this one. The other one that I love, and I currently don't have it right now, but is the Murad Acne Clarifying Cleanser. This retails for $30 and you can find it at Ulta. I do also really love that one, but what I love about them most is that they're both just very simple, very clean, and very gentle. And those are the things that I really tend to look for in cleansers, because I don't want anything too crazy and like having all these crazy ingredients that are just very unnecessary. I just need something clean and simple and very gentle for my skin. And so those are the ones that I tend to go towards. They help really clean out my skin without over drying it. And I just really like the results that I've gotten with those two products that I have. Next, after cleansing, you want to go in with an exfoliant. The one that I'm currently using, and I actually just ordered it, so I should be getting it in the mail hopefully in the next day or two. But what I use is the Derma E Microdermabrasion Scrub. And so it looks like this. And so I love this one because it has, so it says that it is a citrus oil blend and Dead Sea salt. And so this is the kind of exfoliant that is in there. And I like this one a lot more than the, what is it called? St. Ives. So that is a walnut scrub. And I actually researched that if it is some form of like nut or like natural exfoliant, what they do with the nuts is they put them in a blender and they blend them up. And so they don't cut down evenly. And so some pieces could be actually very sharp and cause micro tears in your skin, which will cause more bacteria to get in it and cause breakouts. So I found that those ones are not actually in the long term good for your skin. It feels really smooth after, but you actually are causing deep down damage in your skin. So you want to make sure that you are kind of steering away from those ones. So the one that I found is Derma E. Again, like I said, the things that I've worked for my skin are just the simple, clean ingredients. And those are the ones that I tend to steer towards. And so the Derma E is actually a vegan, let's read up on it, 100% vegan, GMO-free, and cruelty-free. And so those are awesome because it also is good for the environment. So next, after I have exfoliated and washed my skin, I will go in with a toner. And the one that I have been loving is the Dixon Enhanced Witch Hazel Hydrating Toner. This is alcohol-free because I have found that alcohol is very harsh on my skin. It does clean it very well, but it is pretty harsh. So they do have an alcohol one and they have an alcohol-free one, and this is the one that I like a little bit more. I'm very dry, so it just kind of helps hydrate it a little bit more. But toners are so important because you will be amazed at, I took off my makeup, I cleaned my skin, and I exfoliated my skin. You'll go in with a clean cotton pad with some toner on it, and you will still see some form of residue on it. I promise you will, and you're going to be like, what the hell? I just cleaned my skin, and I'm still finding this. So it really just helps get everything out. You feel so clean, so refreshed. Your skin feels just awesome after toner. And so this is a really important step. You want to make sure that you are using a good toner. So now that we have officially have a bare face, very clean, I'm going to start going in with kind of my creams and my serums. So the first one that you want to make sure that you are using first is an eye cream, just because it's going to help penetrate the best if there's nothing else on top of it. If you have moisturizer or a serum or something, it's not going to penetrate your eyes as best as it can. So you want to make sure that you are doing your eye cream first. The one that I like this one. It has helped, but I don't know if I will repurchase it. So this is the Drunk Elephant C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. I do really like this one. It has helped with my dark circles tremendously. Like, it really just helps brighten and bring a little bit more life to my skin, and I love it a lot. But I just think for the price, I'm not seeing the results I think I wanted to. I think I had really high hopes for this one, but I do like it. I mean, it's good. It's not bad. I can't sit here and be like, I don't recommend it to anybody, but I just think for the price, I can get a little bit more out of an eye cream. So I'm going to do a little bit more experimenting and figure out what kind of works good for me and things like this. Like, it is okay to do a little bit trial and error, but if you do have a certain issue like that you want to fix, so acne or anything like that, go to a dermatologist. But it's okay to mess around with some products and do trial and error with that kind of stuff. So this is my high-end eye cream that I love. And my drugstore one is the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. This retails for about $7 or something like that. And I love this stuff so much. And I apply my C Tango one at night, and then I apply this one in the morning because I have found that this one helps depuff my eyes and this one helps brighten my eyes. And so I think it's a good balance to have both of them if you are suffering with both puffiness and like dark circles. So I like both of these eye creams. I do mix it up and I will interchange them every once in a while, but I do recommend both of them and they're both really good. So next, after my eye cream, it really depends on what my skin needs for that night. So I do switch off between retinol, vitamin C, and hydrochloric acid, and those are the 3 different serums that I use. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to kind of what your skin needs. So it is important to be throwing retinol in your skincare routine. You do not have to use, I think this is important, and a big mistake some people do use is you see people with big skincare collections, I guess, or like, I don't know, things. Yeah. So they have a lot of skincare products and they don't put them all on their face every single night. You should not be doing that because it's too much. Some products are actually not good together. And so you have to figure out what is good, what does my skin need. So on days that I'm feeling a little bit more dry, I will do my hydrochloric acid. On days that my skin is looking a little bit more dull, I'll do my vitamin C. On the days that, I had a pimple and now I kind of have a scar, or I've been really stressed out and I have my freaking stress wrinkles going on up in my forehead, I'll do a retinol. So things like that. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to the different things. So I just kind of switch off between all 3 of those throughout the week. And so the hydrochloric acid serum that I just recently started trying, this is from the brand The Ordinary. These are very, very, very affordable and very effective. I've been loving the 2 products that I bought, and I want to buy more because their range is insane. They have so many different acid serums. They have so many different toners and cleansers and other things like that. Like, I will definitely be giving more of their products a try because I love them and they're so affordable. So you can't beat that. So this is a hydrochloric acid that I bought. It's 2%, and I will put this on and then my moisturizer, and it just, my skin is so plump and moisturized and feels so good before I go to bed. I do mostly have a bigger skincare routine at nighttime as opposed to the morning time, but these are so nice and I really recommend them. So the other one that I recently tried is the Retinoid, and this is from the same brand, The Ordinary. And again, like I said, my hydrochloric acid retailed for $7 and this retailed for, I think, $7 too, or $8 or something like that. Like, very affordable stuff. So this is the one that I will kind of use on, like, I need more skin turnover. Let's get things moving here because I'm not really digging what's going on with my skin right now. So retinols are really important to be incorporating into your skincare routine, and especially at the age that I'm at now, because I'm going to be doing a lot of preventative I'm going to be doing I'm going to be preventing a lot of aging happening after the age of 25. That is when your skin slowly stops producing collagen, and so the fact that I'm taking care of my skin now will really show results by the time I'm 30 and 40. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to be talking about my moisturizer. I love this stuff. Oh my god, I wish I could be joking you, but this is probably my 20th bottle. Easily. I live, die, breathe for this stuff, and I have for the past 3 years, because this is a miracle in a bottle. My skin, I've suffered with such bad dry skin for so long. Seriously, my whole life, especially in Colorado. I'm in the freaking desert. Winters are really harsh here. It's very dry. We don't have a lot of moisture here, and so my skin was seriously flaking, peeling. It was bad. It was not good. And so I found that this helps more than any other moisturizer I've ever tried, ever. And I love it. And the fact that it is a drugstore price too, like, why would I go out and try more expensive moisturizers when this works for me? You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you are trying both high-end and drugstore, because if you can find a good drugstore price, what's better than that? Seriously, nothing. So I love this stuff. I do get the one for extra dry skin. This also has hydrochloric acid in it, and so this is just so moisturizing, so plumping, and just helps boost your skin. And God, I love this stuff. And I also have heard that it is a good dupe for the Tatcha moisturizer. I don't know, and that retails for like $50-$60 or something like that, and this was only $20 right in there. So I love this stuff. I will never stop using it, and I really recommend it if you have very, very, very dry skin. Try this one out, because I love it so much. So next, after my moisturizer, I will go in with a spot treatment if I do have a pimple or two, and this is the Origin Super Spot Remover, and this has salicylic acid in it, and God, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It is a miracle in a bottle. It will clear up any pimple that you have within a day or two, and you will seriously see results. I love it so much. I will say that you can't be using this all over your face if you are suffering from like very, very bad acne. So just be aware that it's good to just put on like a pimple or two if you have them. And I love that stuff so, so much. But again, I've pretty much cleared up my acne, which is so nice. And again, like, I never thought I'd be able to say that. So I don't use it on a daily basis, but it's handy to have around when I do. The last thing I want to talk about, and I can't believe I almost forgot this because I drill this in people's heads constantly and nonstop, but the last thing that you need to be making sure that you are doing every single day is wearing an SPF. I have one in my makeup, and I try to lean towards more. I have SPF in my foundations that I do wear on a daily basis, so I'm glad that I'm able to eliminate another product just because I do make sure that it is in my foundations. But you want to make sure that you are taking care of your skin, because you don't want to be having skincare on your face and having to get that surgically removed, and it's just embarrassing. It's not good. You want to take care of your face, because it is, I mean, I think it is the main like thing on a person, truly, is your face. That's the first thing people look at, and you just got to take care of your skin. And this, again, is so important. I don't care if you're female, I don't care if you're male, I don't care if you're transgendered, I don't care if you're old, I don't care if you're a kid. You need to be wearing an SPF. Point blank, period. Such an important step. But yes, I think that'll kind of wrap up my skin video. Like I've said before, skincare has become a really big passion of mine. I do want to eventually go to esthetician school and learn more so I can teach more. I do love being a teacher here on YouTube. That is my main purpose of why I started this video to begin with. And so I love making these types of videos. If you want to see more, I would love to educate myself more so that I can educate you guys a little bit more too. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see more skin videos like this one. And with that being said, I think that'll wrap up today's video. Make sure to give this a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you guys can get notified each time I upload. Leave a comment, share some love, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.